Hello everybody, this is me, Amateur01. Today we are reviewing the Seed Skywarp Battle Pack, or as referred to by the instructions, the Decepticon Phantomstrike Squadron. Saber Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. It was funny how I thought I was not pointing to Skywarp when I said Thundercracker, so I thought I was pointing to it, but then I looked at the camera and realized I was pointing to Thundercracker, so I had it right. Anyways, as you can see, Skywarp here is actually a different color plastic. He is a black. He's like a dark gray, I put the wrong blast effects on. This blast effect's supposed to go on Shroot, which is this purple one, and I put Fracus's blast effects on Shroot. I didn't realize that. Anywho, yeah, you got the black right here, like Thundercracker had, and they share. All three of them share like kind of a pattern with like how the colors go, with the exception. He breaks it because his nose cone's silver, which I don't remember the original figure being silver. I could be mistaken. It could be. I don't know. But both Thundercracker and Starscream, his nose cones are the same as the base color, whereas his isn't. In addition, right here is not painted, unlike Thundercracker or Starscream, which Starscream's painted gray and his is painted black. So there's that. And he has gunmetal on the nose cone, but everywhere else is silver, much like he is over here. So it's like a weird mixture of the two. And then even some of the other Seekers that were released, because the other Seekers, like the Rainmakers, don't have this area painted. I don't know about Red Wing, because I don't have Red Wing, so I can't say on him. But yeah. So, moving these two out of the way, here's the Battlemaster, the hammer one, which can turn into a gun. I think you fold these in, just do that, turn that around, boom, you got a gun. Here's Shroot, which I'll take out the blast effects, and here is Fracus. Shroot, Fracus, Shroot, Fracus. But yeah. Anyways, we'll actually transform, before we transform him, we're going to transform the Battlemasters. So you just lift his wings up. His is really simple. Lift that up. Boom. Boom. Got him in little Terror-Daxtyl mode. Or Pteranodon, since that's a crest. But it's called Terror-Daxtyl. That just drives me nuts. Anywho's. Transform that. Boom. Boom. You got Shroot in robot mode, and then boom, boom, boom. You got Fracus in robot mode. Now I'll show them both up close, so you get all that nice detail. Really nice. Orange visor with the red-orange face for Fracus, and for Shroot you get a light blue face with like a metallic blue visor and like a metallic blue chest. Paint or abdomen painted, and a Decepticon symbol right there, and you got a Decepticon symbol right there for him. I'm moving them aside. Get a closer look at Terror-Daxtyl. His eyes, they're like a blue. They're like that same blue that's right there on him, with that gunmetal on his crest and gunmetal on the back of his wings, but it's not on the front of the wings, which is unfortunate, but you know, whatever. Anyways, we'll take them off, because now we're gonna go on to a Thundercracker. So, or not Thundercracker, because Thundercracker's over here. I keep getting confused, but not nearly as much as the first time I was recording this. So we got it. So Skywarp. The Skywarp. Okay, so you just untap this from the arm. Do the same thing there. Untab, untab, Okay, cool. You gotta do that here. So boom. Okay. Everything is untabbed, so we can push those back. Lift that up. Push this and tab that in right there. Okay. Got a good portion of this done. Okay. So unfold those and untab them. Okay. Open this toes. Okay, fold that back like how I have it right there. And now we begin to tab this back section. It's being a butt right now. Like, does not want to go in like at all. It's being like a real big ass right now. There we go. Boom. Got that in. Alright. Bring these down. We want to open his arms. This one's loosey-goosey. Don't know why, but it is. But as soon as I get it to like right here, it's really tight. It's really weird. So that's a thing on mines. But I haven't had any other problems, so yeah. And the other side's not loose at all. So yeah, let's get his null rays, which I had actually put aside. Put him in here. I will say, as far as the null rays go, he's probably one of the best because they stay in real good on him, unlike the other two. So here is Siege Skywarp in robot mode. Now he's a pretty damn good figure. I just really like this dark gray they used. Makes him stand out from previous Thundercrackers. The only black he has is this black paint right here, and then his head black. Which is kind of funny because Starscream's head's gunmetal. But yeah. We'll go over articulation. Leg can go up that high. Knee bend about that much. More greater than 90. Arms can lift up that high. He can do the splits. Waist stops about right there because of the back kibble. Legs go back about that far due to, again, the back kibble. Arms go 360 degrees if you move the wing. And yes, the wing can move and shit like that. We got a bicep swivel. Double bend. Double hinged. Double jointed elbow. Wrist articulation. Ball jointed head. And yeah, he does have light piping. Yeah, no, he's just really, really great. Yeah, we'll actually get into the comparison with his main two buddies. So you'll be right back. And here's a comparison with all the main siege seekers, being Thundercracker and Skywarp. You can see he clearly shares colors and how just things are set up with Thundercracker more so than he does with Starscream. Just with how they have both the gray chests and waists and shoulder pylons. And the silver right here on the toes. And generally just the silver on mostly everything except up here, which I think is gunmetal for both. And yeah, our Starscream is pretty much gunmetal on the whole down lower legs. And then the arms, I think, are, is it silver? I think it is silver, and then it goes silver here. Whereas here, the gunmetal, same thing here. It's a little bit hard to see in the gray plastic, which is, I think, is the same gray plastic. Which is nice that they get uniform grays. Would have been nice if Starscream's gray was the same as that gray, but it isn't, but it's close enough. his face seems different than Starscream's, but I think it's because he used a different type of paint on his face. I noticed the paint on Thundercracker or Skywarp's face. Not Thundercracker's. Thundercracker's is actually like almost the same as Starscream's as far as paint goes. His seems very sloppy paint application. It just looks really, I don't know. It just looks like it looks really shit. Like I've done better paint jobs. Like that's the level of how terrible the paint on his face looks. It just looks all smudgy and smeared. It doesn't look clean like these two are. So I don't know if that's the thing with my copy where the face is just poorly painted. Or was it just the type of paint they used was different? I have no idea. But that's the only real, I guess, downside to my copy at least. But yeah, overall I was really impressed with this Siege Skywarp, and I'm glad to have the trio finally together. And just gotta get Red Wing next, and I have a complete trio, or not trio, because I already have 2 complete trios, them and the Rainmakers. But gotta get Red Wing to complete the Siege Seekers, because as far as we know, that was Red Wing was the last. Red Wing and Skywarp were the last 2 ones. Technically, him and Thundercracker, because I haven't seen Thundercracker in stores at all. Whereas Red Wing, you can get him right now on Target.com if you have if you're a Red Card member. Now, I'll clear up the whole Red Card member thing on when I do the Red Wing video, because you technically don't have to have the Red Card credit card. You could actually have the Red Card debit card, which pretty much anybody who has a bank account can pretty much get. So I'll talk about more about that in that video whenever that happens, whenever I get that. But as far as right now, this is actually going to be the last TF figure I'm getting in a little bit. But we still got stuff to review. I haven't gone over like Siege Springer, Studio Series Shatter, MMC's Tarn and their Deadlock, and Siege Jetfire. So yeah, we got quite a few figures still left to review. So we're not running out of material anytime soon. But yeah, him and the Phantomstrike Squadron is overall a pretty good set. I like the Battlemasters. I like Thundercracker. Or not Thundercracker, Skywarp. I do love me some Thundercracker though. As he is one of my favorite Seekers, Thundercracker. But anyways. And I'm also just really tired right now. I got up earlier than expected. This came in I think like at 6 or 7. The Siege Phantomstrike Squad or Squadron. The set is a set I'd highly recommend if you have Starscream and a Thundercracker. And even if you don't have Starscream or Thundercracker, I'd still recommend him because he's still a badass looking figure. And he's one of the few ones I would actually recommend to a non-Transformer fan, because I noticed a habit, a really weird thing, is people who I know, alright, if I generally have a figure who's more of this S color scheme, they have a tendency of being like, oh, that looks cool. So, might be a recommendation for even non-Transformer fans for Skywarp. But I mean, for the classic OG Seekers, you gotta get Skywarp. And I think out of these Siege Seekers, just in general, he's definitely one of the best intolerances. Because I've had this kind of almost pop off, but it didn't. Because I've had that happen to me in the Rainmaker, so their chests seem to be a little bit more solid than him. But his chest is much better than these two clowns. because his falls off all the damn time. His comes off more than Skywarp and the Rainmakers, but it's still tighter and better than this. So it's like, I think this was first release. This is second, or it's supposed to be second, so that's why it's not as good. He's third, and then they're fourth release, the Rainmakers. Which doesn't make sense why his guns are tighter than everybody else's. Because I still had the problem on this side with it. And then, yeah, no, my Starscream has it with this arm. And then the Rainmakers all have it on this side. So he's just the best overall. Oh, with the exception of that, it gets loose when you push it inside, but it's not loose when it's outside. Weird, but whatever. Point is, all of these figures have tolerance issues on certain things, but yeah. Overall, this figure is just a damn good figure, and probably one of the most cartoon accurate Seekers we have gotten in a long time. Because for the first time, we got a Skywarp that's not dark blue. We got a Starscream, whose blue is not a dark blue. And then first time we got a Skywarp that is kind of, well, no, it's not the first time we got Skywarps that are charcoal gray in the past. But yeah, it's overall really solid. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, actually. I just almost completely forgot. So both Thundercracker and Starscream, the waists, that, you know how it's painted right there in the front, on the sides it isn't? They got really lazy on that. Whereas with Thundercracker, they painted it. Which is nice, because I believe the Rainmakers, for the little paint they had, they also did the same thing. So I'm surprised they actually even painted that on him. I don't know if Red Wing is like all the other Seekers in terms of that side of the waist not being painted. But once I get him, we'll find that out. But until then, I hope you guys like the review. And oh yeah, if you're wondering how much he is, he's about $40 on Amazon, or 50, I mean. But yeah, hope you guys like the review, and stay tuned as we got more content. And I will be doing some stuff for Halloween, non-TF related, of course. And you guys will hear about that more as it comes closer to time, as those actually have big plans and big changes for the channel. We'll still be doing stuff like this, but now get into that in a video coming closer to when those videos will be released. Because I have plans for some reviews to come out around Halloween. That's going to be a big thing. But I'll discuss more about that later. Not in this video, but yeah. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and sorry I went on a tangent for forever. But anyway, this has been me, man. Choose everyone. I'm out. Peace.